Bienvenidos a La Maria Podcast, a podcast where I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. We'll figure it out together. Yo soy La Maria, and yeah, let's get started. So, starting off with $1,000,000 question. Why are you starting a podcast? Well, bitch, because I want to. So, I literally just downloaded a random ass, app, I guess, on my computer to help me edit audio, and I don't know if it's gonna steal my information, but if it does, honestly, I don't have anything for anyone to take. Yeah, this is the first episode. I actually tried to record yesterday, but then I realized that it's really fucking hard talking to myself. I mean, I do talk to myself a lot, not gonna lie, but like trying to do it and not feel like I'm weird for it when there's no audience is feels weird, but we'll see how far I get today. And yeah, so first episode, I was forced to do it. Not really forced to do it. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but my niece, I think she's 12, I'm not even sure, but she texted me saying, "Hey, I beat your followers on TikTok." And honestly, I don't even post on TikTok at Maria26Mars, but I didn't even know we were competing. And now that she said, "Oh, I beat your followers," it's like I feel like I need to start posting more so I could get my followers up again. But we'll see what I decide on. Yeah, I really don't know what to talk about. I guess I could talk about that guy I saw at the gym. So I've been I have a weird relationship with the gym because sometimes I'm really motivated and I go a lot and I start to see my body improving, and then I kind of self-destruct and like my own mind tells me like, "Hey, calm the fuck down," and I stop going, and then I get into these moods where I don't want to show up. And if I'm being honest, the reason I like have missed a lot is partly because I'm lazy, but mostly because I don't want to see my old personal trainer. I don't want him to look at me disappointed basically, because I mean, I was doing really good when I was working out with a personal trainer, but like I said, I get in my own head and then I kind of don't want to go. But yeah, there's this guy, super attractive man. And I don't know, I think that might end up being my motivation to wake up early and show up just so I could see him, which sounds really creepy, but that man is beautiful. Like, yeah, there's a lot of like really attractive dudes, I guess, at the gym, because everybody's working out. But like, that man's pretty cute. So I think that might end up being my motivation to wake up early. So find yourself a gym bae who you see and gives you motivation to work out. So yeah, I'm gonna see if if that could be my motivation. My sleep schedule gets messed up a lot, so like I said, if I go later in the day, which I could, because obviously gym closes like at I think 10 p.m. because of corona hours. um but I tend not to go in the afternoon. Well, actually, I haven't gone in the afternoon since last summer because of my personal trainer. I don't know. I think I'm just making excuses so I don't go. But my graduation's coming up and the summer's coming up too, and I bought so many nice clothes that I want to feel confident in and wear during the summer. But obviously if I don't feel like my body looks its best, then I'm not gonna want to wear it. But yeah, I quickly want to talk about like my experience skydiving. I did go skydiving for my 22nd birthday last summer. It's like something I always like thought about doing but never really committed to it. And that summer I decided, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. And I actually at first didn't have anyone to go with, and I wasn't gonna do it because partly Corona was happening, and summer was like the peak of like Corona cases, and I didn't know if it was gonna be closed, but yeah, I checked, scheduled my skydiving appointment, and I ended up going. It was super cool, and I'm glad I jumped. And a lot of people like are afraid to do it, and some people that I have told, oh yeah, I went skydiving, they tell me like, you're crazy or whatever. Yes, I am crazy, but if I'm being honest, just from my experience from jumping off of a plane, it really didn't even feel bad. I feel like a roller coaster feels bad because when you're in a roller coaster, you feel it in your stomach. When you're going up and then you quickly go down, and then, you know, it's a roller coaster, and then you do feel like, your stomach, it just feels weird in your stomach, but like jumping off of a plane, I didn't feel like that. It just really felt free. It really did feel like I was flying. And I guess I'll start from the beginning. So at first they brief you on like, they tell you what's gonna happen, steps that you're supposed to do. They put the harness on. And I was really worried, because of the parachutes. That's like, you kind of need that if you're gonna jump off a plane. So I kind of made a joke to the guy that was gonna be jumping with me, because he's gonna be tied to my he jumped with me in my bag or whatever. And I kind of he had the book bag on, and I slapped the book bag and I said, "You're sure it's in there, right?" And I slapped it, and it kind of hurt my hand. I'm not gonna lie, but I pretended like I was fine. He was like, "It should be." I was like, okay." But when we got in the plane, the door of the plane, there was other people that were there with us, but they were experienced skydivers, so they jumped on their own. Nobody like strapped to their back, and the door was open, so the plane took off with the door wide open. I was like, oh my god, this is insane. Like, somebody could literally fall right now, but nobody did. And then when we got a little bit higher, somebody actually closed the door. And I was like, glad they did. And then yeah, like the man told me like, sit on me or whatever, sit on, to sit on his lap. And that was like the most awkward moment because I got shy. I ended up like sitting on like really on him, and I got nervous, and like I started looking out the window, because he told me to get off right away because we were tired already. And I don't know, I was just shy. But then we got to the edge of the plane when it was my turn to jump. The people that were there left because they knew what they were doing. And when I was sitting on the edge of the plane, I could feel a cool breeze. So basically, the breeze feels like when you open the cooler part of the fridge, you get that cool breeze. That's how it felt being up there. And thankfully, the sky was absolutely clear. There were no clouds, and I felt the breeze. My feet were dangling, and that was the only time I thought, "Fuck, I'm really jumping off a plane." But then the guy that was jumping with me, he said, "Ready?" And I was like, "Yes." And once I jumped, oh my god, the view was amazing because, like I said, it was clear. I could see all the roads. I could see all the land. It was beautiful. And then he pulled the thing to open up the parachute, and that hurt. That hurt on my legs where the harness is, because, the air just basically, the drag, I guess, just, pulled us as soon as he opened the parachute. That hurt so much. Another thing that sucked was my ears hurt so fucking much, because when you're falling, I think they said like 120 something miles per hour is like the fastest we went falling, and my ears hurt so much. And honestly, when we were dangling, I it sounded like fireworks in my ear. Not like when they're up there, but like when they're shooting up, it makes the screeching noise as the parachute is shooting up. That's how it sounded in my ear. And I told the dude, I was like, I hear fireworks. And he was like, what? And I was like, oh, I'm fine. Because he kept asking me, like, are your ears okay? He kept asking me. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, at that point, you can't do anything about it. Your ears are hurting already. But the best part definitely about jumping off of a plane is just dangling with the parachute in the air. There was no like wind, so we were just dangling, we were just chilling there, and it was super nice, super calm. And yeah, that's my experience skydiving. I definitely recommend it, but I don't recommend eating beforehand. So for me, I get car sick a lot. So I get in a car and right away I get car sick. I think it's because the certain scent of the car, or I don't even know. But when a car is like spotless, like really clean, I don't like it. Because I get car sick. But anyway, so I didn't want to eat, but I hadn't ate anything that morning, and I went to McDonald's, started eating some fries before I jumped, which is bad. And after I landed, not too long from landing, I started puking. I got sky sick. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I got sky sick. And I puked a couple times. I think I puked 4 times. And that's the only downside of it. But I guess it could have easily been avoided by me not eating so, like, right before I was about to jump. It really is just a mental, like, thing. It's a mental challenge to jump off a plane. And it's weird because I'm fearful of heights, but I did it. And for some reason, I'm still scared of shit. Like some random ass shit I get scared of. Why? I have no clue. But I guess I have to continue on my journey to be fearless and just keep doing things that scare me. And that's the only way to overcome being fearful. I guess also, like, these episodes, the beginning episodes, I don't know how many of the beginning episodes are just going to be audio, but once I figure out camera stuff, that's when I'm going to start doing the the video podcast, because yeah, right now I have really bad lighting in my room, and I have no backdrop or nice background. So it's gonna be audio for a while, maybe a month. We'll see. I have no idea why, but I started getting into the not getting into the show Botched, but I've been watching so many like clips on YouTube. And if you don't know what Botched is, it's basically two doctors who take in patients who were botched during surgery. So if they got a nose job and the doctor they went with messed up their nose to the point to where they can't breathe right, then the doctors like basically do surgery again if it's safe and fix their issue. And I don't know, I think it's good for me to watch it because I've been tempted to get surgery, but it, you know, BBL sounds very interesting. Why? Because it's like 2 weeks or a month and your body is damn near perfect. And I've been going to the gym for a while and all I have to do is commit to it. But BBL sounds interesting. But in the show Botch, they basically say don't do it because, so many things can happen, and BBL is one of the surgeries with the highest like death amounts. I don't know if it's rate or amounts because obviously if there's more people doing it than any other surgery, there's going to be more deaths. Like that makes sense. But I guess it's different for everybody, like how the body takes it. But yeah, there's like sometimes I look at the pictures on Instagram, which I shouldn't follow that doctor, but there's a different doctor that I've been looking at that does BBLs, and honestly, the pictures he puts up are like they completely transform the woman's body. Like they go from pancake booty to round, plump booty. But my issue is that personally, I feel like I don't have a lot of body fat. Like I said, I do tend to work out sometimes, so my body fat is lower in my opinion. I don't have a lot of it. So BBL wouldn't work for me. But yeah, it's still tempting. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. Like how? Like how is this even possible that the body could get so perfect just from surgery? But also I've been watching Botched and I've been learning a lot uh of like different types of surgeries that people do, and obviously sometimes it's insecurities. Other times it's because they want to do it to themselves. Like some people make their eyes bigger. They're like cutting the eyelid. Some people like reshape their jaw by like I don't even know what they do, but they basically like cut the jaw, I guess, and like reshape the jaw. People get fillers in their cheeks. There's like even people who put silicone on their abs so it looks like they have abs, and it looks so real, honestly. But I don't think I'd ever do something like that. That BBL though, maybe? No, I wouldn't do it. It's too risky, you know? Like I don't want to have complications of something, and I could use that money for something else. I could use that money for pizza. Hmm. No, maybe not pizza. Corona. It's literally been a year since the entire country and countries, the whole world started to shut down. And I have the opportunity to get the vaccine, and I think I might just end up getting it. I don't think I ever got corona. I stayed in my room a lot. If I would leave, I would go to the gym. Before corona, I wasn't going out anyway. So corona really didn't change my life. But now I have the chance to get the vaccine. And I want to get it because every time I get like a symptom, like if my head hurts, I'm like, oh my God, do I have corona? But then I'm like, no, how would I have gotten it? So I really want to get the vaccine for that reason. But either way, it's safe. Vaccines are safe according to experts. I'm not gonna, you know, sway your opinion on vaccines, but experts say it works. I don't really get, like, in general, I don't go and get like flu shots. When I do end up getting sick of the flu, I end up having it for like 3 days. So I never really went, and I still don't, and I won't, go every year, every winter to get the flu shot. So I'm not one, I do have all my vaccines that I need, but I'm not one to like go out there seeking for a flu shot. Yeah, I hit 20 minutes, which is good because I'm running out of things to talk about. I guess I could do like more, talk a little bit about myself, which I really don't like to talk about myself. But yeah, I mentioned earlier I have a niece, and her sister actually is older than her. She told me that if I want to make my podcast look professional, I had to fix my background because I showed her the video that I tried to do yesterday, and I guess she didn't approve. But by the end of this year, I will have 17. Yep, you heard it right. 17 nieces and nephews. And next year, I think by the end of next year, I will have 18. And that's a lot. It's only 4 older brothers, and I don't know. I don't know why we need so many kids. I don't understand it. I'm 22, about to be 23, and I have no kids. And I consider that an accomplishment because life is rough, man. Why would I do that to another human being? If I'm not ready for kids, I'm not gonna have kids. I do want kids, and I will have kids in the future. But first, I have to find a man. But no, I do want kids. I will have kids later on in the future. But right now, like I said, why have so many fucking kids? I don't understand it. I really don't. To each their own. Okay, so I was looking at my Instagram, and the Rick and Morty Instagram page has like a bracket thing going on, and I'm just gonna read off the options. Okay, so first up, they have Butter Robot versus Unity. I said Unity, 52% of people said Unity, 48% said Butter Robot. The next one was Gasorpafield? 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 And then Ansima I. Johnson. It's Ansima I. Johnson. That dude's pretty funny. So I said Ansima I. Johnson, 54% said that, and 46 said Gasorpasorb. Next was Scary Terry versus Ab Abla. Jesus, I did not realize how hard these names are in Rick and Morty. Abradolf Linkler. Scary Terry got 65. Abradolf Linkler got 35. Next one was Bird Person and Photoraptor. Bird Person got 88% and Photoraptor got 12%. And I guess just going off that Rick and Morty, what's my favorite character? Let's see. I think Summer might be my favorite character. Obviously Rick and Morty, but like out of not choosing those, Summer might be it because she kind of represents like, I guess, Gen Z, which technically I'm Gen Z millennial, and the PC culture and all that. So I think I think she's my favorite character because of that, because she represents me, I guess, and my generation. And I'm really rambling here. I'm really rambling. Honestly, I'm falling asleep. I woke up at 1 p.m. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. I woke up at 1 a.m. Yep. And it's currently 10:40 a.m. And I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go to sleep and say fuck it, and I'll try to fix my sleep schedule tomorrow again. Okay. New podcast every week, once a week. Tuesday. Every Tuesday, new podcast. This time I only got to 30 minutes, and I'll try to be more ecstatic next time, but I'm kind of falling asleep here. And also, I didn't know what to talk about. And it was the first episode. So if you got to the end, congratulations. You might have lost some brain cells, but you're alive. Follow the podcast Instagram page at La Maria Podcast, TikTok, La Maria Podcast, and if you want to follow me, my personal page, which I'll try to post more, is at Maria26Mars on Instagram and TikTok. YouTube, actual videos coming up, so La Maria Podcast on YouTube. And yeah, if you're from the podcast, go to my Instagram, comment a star. That way I'll know that you're from the podcast. Okay, see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.